this point, I'm sure you've seen videos of the protests, thousands upon thousands of people in the streets all across the country, all across the world. And I'm sure you've seen videos of the rioting, looting, defacing property and such as well. It wasn't that long ago that Facebook was banning events that violate the social distancing orders, and every health expert on the planet was telling you that it's completely irrational and that you shouldn't even play tennis with more than 2 people.
Every player, unless they're from the same household, has to bring their own tennis balls so that you don't touch other people's tennis balls with your hands. You can kick their balls, but you can't touch them.
So what changed? Well, the health experts actually support it now. As public health advocates, we do not condemn these gatherings as risky for COVID-19 transmission. This should not be confused with a permissive stance on all gatherings, particularly protests against stay-at-home orders. So they don't consider it a health risk to protest for what they want to protest for, but if you want to protest against their lockdowns, that's a health risk. Wait, this can't be real, right? Well, no, for you, social gatherings outdoors can be about 12 people, they've decided, but protests could be 100 people. Even though it's thousands upon thousands of them and they're not saying anything. This has to be a joke, right? This has to be some sort of parody. Well, let's read Jennifer Nuzzo. She says, "We should always evaluate the risks and benefits of efforts to control the virus. In this moment, the public health risks of not protesting to demand an end to systemic racism greatly exceed the harms of the virus." Jennifer's not just nobody. She's an American epidemiologist, an associate professor in the Department of Environmental Health and the Department of Epidemiology at Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, and a senior scholar at the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security. Are you following me? Gatherings, protests, and going back to all work normally is not acceptable unless you're protesting what they want you to protest. I think this comic strip nails it, made by Jim Bob, said, "If you protest the lockdown, you hate old people." We heard that for months. And those same people now say, if you don't protest, you hate black people.